Hi everyone, Ron Farrell 73 here with a video response to Moviejohn's video on favorite graveyards in cinema. And I've got 5 picks here to mention, and these are all basically zombie films. First up is Bob Clark's Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things from the early 70s. Really great zombie movie with a lot of humor in it, and love the scene where the hippie actors are in the graveyard digging up the corpse of Orville. These next two are Lucio Fulci movies. First one up is City of the Living Dead. Love the atmosphere with the cemetery where the priest hangs himself, and then there's the tombstone where the zombie comes out of the grave, and then there's the ending where they're at the cemetery and then they're about to go inside the tomb. Next up is Zombie, which is another classic from Lucio Fulci, and it's just an excellent zombie movie. And who can forget the standout scene where they go through the cemetery and they start getting terrorized by zombies, and this one woman just stands still, and while this one zombie comes out of the ground and then bites her neck, and that of course is the zombie from the poster. And the zombies in that movie are great. I mean, very well decorated and very good makeup jobs. And these last two are ones that he picked, and they're my picks also. Return of the Living Dead, which is a great zombie movie from the 80s, and love the mix of comedy and horror in it. And there's the punk rock, there's the punkers in the cemetery, and there's the shots of the zombies coming out of the ground in the cemetery after the rain comes. And classic movie with some really cool zombies in it. And last but not least is Night of the Living Dead, directed by the legend himself, George Romero, who passed away in July. And there's the opening scene, which is classic, with Johnny and Barbara going in the cemetery, and they get terrorized by the cemetery ghoul, and he gets killed off and she starts running. And that movie's now out on Blu-ray from Mill Creek, but I also heard something about the Criterion Collection doing a edition of their own, which is supposed to come out next year, so I may just wait on that one. And it spawned several other movies from George Romero: Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and Land of the Dead, and Diary of the Dead, and Survival of the Dead. And in my opinion, the first 3 movies from George Romero's Dead series are the best. Well, that's been it for this update, and happy Halloween to everybody here on YouTube. Until then, trick or treat, everybody.